What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Alex and Joe Don't Know podcast.
Episode 3.
3. Yeah. Today, what are we talking about today, Joe? What do we not know?
We do not know good music.
Well, we don't know music.
Good music.
Good subjective. I would disagree.
That's why I said it.
And what you sipping on today?
I'm sipping on the same thing I did last time, sitting right there, sipping on Buffalo Trace.
Well,
It's going to be a beer later.
I'm
I gotta
sipping
work
on.
tomorrow.
Don't ask me how to pronounce it. Pronounce it. Lennon Lugal Summer Shandy. Very good. Very
Oh,
young.
I've had that.
Perfect for the
Yeah.
summer. Oh yeah.
It is. It is summertime right now. How'd you last through the heat wave?
I've been doing pretty good. How was your July 4th?
July 4th was really good. We had a little unfortunate event that happened.
Oh yeah.
Not on the weekend. It was on July 6th.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, rough to hear, man.
But yeah, no. July 4th, really good, you know. Was up
Had a
in
great July
Rhode Island. Saw
Yeah.
the fireworks, went on a sunset cruise, went to the International
Oh,
Tennis
yeah,
Hall
that's
of
all you did.
Fame. Ate some good food.
Sick. Nice.
But
nice.
yeah. And you know that the update is the bad thing that happened is USA lost in the World Cup
Yeah.
to Belgium. I will not be
Not very
eating
patriotic
waffles for a
of us.
while now.
Unfortunately, but our boys fought hard for the most part. Give or take a couple.
Shout out Malik Tillman.
Shout out him.
He did not stop until the game ended.
For real, man.
But let's stop the Team USA hate online. Like,
Yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool.
no,
We should never make edits comparing them to terrorists. That's not cool.
not cool.
Not cool at all. It's very
No,
bad.
but I mean, like, very unfortunate result.
But
It's all the
maybe
soccer
they
casuals.
shouldn't run up there. Maybe they should clear the ball out when they're
Yeah,
supposed to clear
but-
the ball out and not hesitate. But hey,
For me, I'm already looking forward to the next one. Got
Me
me
too.
hooked.
2030.
And by the
maybe
next
we'll-
one, no, 2030, there's one next year.
World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup next year.
Oh, well, I meant like this World Cup. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too.
And I'm like looking forward to the rest, but like
I think we're gonna have to. Well, I think we're gonna have to talk about this more maybe next week.
maybe we're just teasing
Maybe on
another
the next
episode
of the Alex and Joe Don't Know Pod.
because there might be a big sporting event from the day we're recording this in 10 days.
Yeah, it could be. It could happen. I don't know which one you're talking about, but we'll see.
The World Cup final.
The World Cup final. So look out for that episode coming next week, boys and girls. Other than that, my July 4th was pretty good. Great time. Spent some time over on Shem Creek. Shout out Shem. Other than that, got a little concussion at work, sober concussion too, and but we're good now, I think. So if I seize out on this podcast, just know it's Joe's fault.
Don't worry, the seizures happen before I start talking.
Boo! No, I'm not going to do that on the pod. All right. Well, Joe,
So wait. So over July 4th, do you have any good playlists going?
any good playlist? I mean,
Or good
there's
songs
a
at
lot
bars?
of country music. I'll tell you that.
Probably some Toby
No.
Keith, I imagine.
Oh, he was on. He was on everywhere I went. He was on at work. He was on after work at Shem. Came home, followed me to the bar. Followed me from the bar.
Yeah.
Had some.
Do you know?
good hot dogs
Do you know
that
who I
day.
imagine? Oh, good hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know who I imagine wasn't playing?
Yeah.
DJ Hova.
Ooh,
The hate
well,
doesn't
shout out
stop.
DJ Hobo. No, you can't. I work for that company. You gotta stop. Respectfully.
I can make that claim.
I have to edit that out. Fuck you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I like DJ Hobo. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying his DJ skills are quite repetitive.
Yeah, well, you would be too. This podcast is getting repetitive. How about that?
I disagree.
You disagree.
We have a new topic every week. How can it be repetitive?
Yeah, but we do this every fucking time.
Yeah, but that's not bad. You gotta have these sidebars. Someone's on their phone right now.
What you mean, bro? I'd never do that. I was
I never do
actually
that.
given a local comedian. I'm just kidding. I accidentally opened up our Instagram. Shout out the Instagram. We're on Instagram, Alex and Joe Don't Know Pot. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
And YouTube.
And we actually kind of blew up. Well, not really blew up. We kind of blew up.
If we were in high school, yeah.
Like a high school blow up. Yeah, we blew up on Instagram Reels. Yeah. From our first episode. So that was pretty huge. So thank you to everybody who liked, commented, watched all the way through. Big shout out to you guys. So I just want to say that before we got into it. So.
All right.
All right, Joe. Well, let's get started here. So, Joe, what do you know about music?
I know a lot about music. I have listened to it all my life.
You ever play an
Played
instrument?
band. Yeah, I can actually. There's actually a large list of instruments I can play at least at a beginner level.
Okay. I mean, I tried to play some, but what was your main instrument?
Main instrument was trumpet.
Oh, you were so trumpet carded. Actually, you're kind of more of a tuba guy. But I can see
Okay, but like
you're
back when
too
I was
obnoxious.
younger. Back when I was younger, I was like a hardcore. Like now, I look like a tuba player. But no offense to
No,
those
you
tuba
look like you're a
players.
baritone guy through and through. But
That's better than what I coded you as.
what'd you say?
That's better than what I coded you as.
I played the trombone for a year.
I would not have thought that.
Yeah, what'd you think I played? The fucking flute? Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was one of two. I was thinking
Almost.
either the piccolo or the clarinet.
No, fuck not me, the clarinet.
You give clarinet vibes.
I could not do any of the windpipes. No, fuck it. I give clarinet
They're not
vibes. Dude, you remind me of
pipes.
Squidward.
Okay. Your nose is like Squidward.
Not really. Your nose respectfully looks a little bit more.
But yeah.
We both have
so
the Animal Crossing nose.
never played it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I just been thinking about Smash Bros. Fuck.
Speaking of Smash Bros, you know what Smash Bros has that's good?
What? Music?
Soundtrack.
Ah, okay. All right, Joe. Let's hop into it. What was the last song you listened to?
I'm getting ready for the new Moana movie that's coming out. Comes out on Friday. You can give that face. So the last song I listened to was You're Welcome by The Rock.
All right, man.
Bet you weren't expecting that.
No, I wasn't. I'm keeping my comments to myself.
Say 'em, I don't care. It's probably better than your last song.
Yeah, I know, but you're like so Disney, bro. My song's niche, I think.
Niche. That song's niche.
The last song that I was listening to before we started recording, and I had to do some research immediately. Old Man by Zach Bryan.
Well, what's the research you had to do?
Think about a couple things.
Not very niche in my opinion.
Old Man, I'd say that's more niche. There's a million Zach Bryan songs. People
Yeah,
always
that's true.
and no, you never hear Old Man.
Yeah, I do agree. Can't remember the last time I listened to it.
Exactly, brother.
So yeah, is he your repeat artist that you have on right now? Because you said you were listening to some country music. I know he's like country folk-ish type deal, but
Yeah, I got a lot of Zach Bryan on the playlist lately. And I don't even really use playlists, but I got a lot of Zach Bryan on rotation. It's been a lot of Zach Bryan, Summer, a lot of Morgan Wallen. I'll admit it. I like Morgan. I didn't like Morgan, but now I do. And I'm okay with that. It is what it is.
I'm an avid Morgan hater.
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, literally, apparently all summer I was looking at my replay. I listened to Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen, Counting Crows. So, and Chris Christopherson. So, it's a lot of country, some Coldplay, Pearl Jam here and there.
Shout out Pearl Jam.
Shout out, Pearl Jam.
Don't get enough love.
They're my favorite band. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
What about you, Joe? You got any? You trying to embarrass me about fucking Morgan Wallen for some reason? What? You got any embarrassing?
Okay.
On your playlist?
Well, I mean, embarrassing is like whether you consider it or not. And like I like playlists more than albums, so I get a mix. But like right now, embarrassing to some people. I don't think it's that embarrassing. I got two.
Yeah.
So I got the cast of Hamilton, which is an album, but I do have it in playlists. And another one, Taylor Swift. I've been having a Swifty summer.
All right. She just got married.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, I know. They shut down like 3 blocks outside of Madison Square Garden for it.
Yeah.
And you had those delusional Taylor Swift fans that were like, I traveled from Little Rock, Arkansas to come see the wedding. I'm surprised I didn't get invited. It's our wedding. Like, shut up.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. My stepmom, she's a Swiftie.
Tracks.
Yeah.
Didn't rub off on you?
But she did take my little brothers. Won't
To the
say.
Eras Tour?
She took my very little brother. No. She took him to the movie.
Oh, that's like a little too far for me. I have not seen
They were super into it.
I mean, no hate.
They were young. They were into it.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I don't know about you. I mean, like, grew up in the car listening to the radio, and like Taylor Swift was always on there. Blank Space. I'm blanking on some of the other song names. Shake It Off. Those were like the big two. I swear they played like every hour.
Yeah, I mean, like, when we were talking about doing this episode beforehand, I was like, I wanted to hate on her. Like, I still do. I'm not a big fan of her. But I can't lie that she has many bops. Just many bangers.
Yeah.
Can't deny it.
And
Can't deny
I feel like it's cliche to hate on her now because like
a little bit.
she has enough out that like you can find at least I say 2 to 3 songs that you like of hers rather than just being ew it's Taylor Swift, turn it off.
Yeah, it's kind of like it just goes back to fans make it difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe and like
I
do
100% agree with that.
Decisions? No, but I don't agree with who gives a fuck that I don't agree with some of her decisions.
Yeah.
Cares? Same thing with like, fucking. It's pretty much. It would be like if I said LeBron James is a bad basketball player. He's not. Do I think he's the GOAT? No, but we'll talk about that on a later episode. But he's still he's one of the best. She's one of the best right now. It is what it is. I'd suck it up. I live.
Yeah. And like her level of stardom, I think is unmatched because she's been big now. Well, not unmatched, but for like someone of our generation, she's been popular for like 12-ish years, maybe a little more. And it's like majority of our life.
I'd say more than that. She's been popular since like that first one that came out.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, okay. Well, would you defend her with your life, you think?
It depends to an extent.
Well,
like
who
I wouldn't.
Would you defend with your life?
So I got 2.
Okay.
Okay. I got Zach Bryan on there, as you mentioned.
Yeah. I got 2.
Yeah, so like Zach Bryan right now at this moment, like my music depends on my mood. Zach Bryan is not on my playlist right now because I like his more depressing songs and like I'm feeling really happy right now.
Good.
So like whenever mood changes or like it starts raining, I'll change it. I'll throw on some of that Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
And another one is Noah Kahan.
Okay. I don't think you have to defend that one though.
Yeah, because I feel like, he's one of the first people who the right guy was made famous.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Because he doesn't do, like, a lot of podcasts, and I'm sure you don't watch it at the same level I do, but I like watching all the stuff outside of music. Like, he's a golfer. He's been in, shout out Good here. He's been in a couple Good videos. He's a part-time owner of the TGL, I believe it's Boston Common.
Okay.
I would defend both of those people because they both make great music. And music that has defined the era of life I'm in, I feel like.
I think Noah Kahan's a dog. I think Zach Bryan's a dog. I'd especially agree with you on Zach Bryan. And, well, first of all, I want to say Noah Kahan, 100%. Good guy. I do agree.
Yeah. Nice guy.
famous. Good guy. But I don't know. I mean, for going back on the Zach Bryan thing, I think it is a little harder to defend Zach Bryan, but fucking love the guy. He makes great music, and I think a lot of his, there is a certain reality where he did struggle with addiction. Like it's been talked
Yeah.
about. He was an alcoholic. He talks about it. He is an alcoholic. He never stopped being an alcoholic, and it's just unfortunate, but he seems like he's gotten help. If you listen to his new album, he's dropping new music on YouTube all the time. He's really grown. Now it's just whether or not we see that in the next couple of years, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's not my life, and what I like about him is like he's kind of in and out of the public eye, and like he's been pretty open about that. You gotta respect it because it's like it is hard to be a public figure.
Yeah.
We would know.
And-
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, like, my two have used music as an outlet
Yeah.
about stuff that they've experienced, and they're telling their life stories and how they felt and producing music, which is then relatable to some people, and it could be to none. I mean, like, I personally haven't gone through exactly what these two have gone through, but it's that moment of vulnerability and using their trauma and turning it into something good and then inspiring others to then in turn keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, like a lot of life can be universal, but experience is always going to be unique. So I think that's what's really cool about their music, especially Zach Bryan's. But even like listening to Noah Kahan's lyrics, like they're just very good at what they do, which is writing about how they feel. And yeah, shout out specifically one really good Zach Bryan song that's gotten me through a tough time was High Road. Came out, it was like one of the EPs that he like
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. It was really good. It's gotten me through some tough times. Has a lot of meaning to me. But anyways, another artist I think that I would defend, like to this day, a little bit more controversial, but maybe a little less. Depends on who you're asking. I'm always going to defend Oasis. Okay? Noel and Liam, they're dogs. Like, they get along now. It's great. They were controversial through, like the better later half of the 2000s, like through the 2010s, because they had an issue. Not even really issues with each other. Just, it's hard to. I'd imagine it's hard. I have three brothers. I'd imagine it's hard to basically share your career. Not easy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Oasis always gets a little bit of a bad head because of that, but they still made so many good songs. And I think that people sometimes overlook that. So I'd always defend Oasis. Big Oasis guy. Love, definitely, maybe. It's just a fucking amazing album.
Yeah, I can't argue with that one too. I love their music.
Yeah.
And you just brought some light into me. Like, I had no idea they had controversy in the 2000s.
I mean, just mild. It's just because of some issues that they had with each other, like I said. It just became tough. But, like, it's like, imagine you have brothers. Like, imagine having to basically share the stage with your brother, and then people argue about, well, who's this, who's that, who's better, who's worse, Who should get this credit? It becomes taxing, and then, So there's not really much I can say on that because I'm not there. I can say that from having a brother of my own. I understand. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. There's just artists like that, and like I actually really like Oasis, but there's a lot of artists that like, I think exist outside of that realm that we all like pretend to like. But I really do like Oasis. Do you have anybody that you think, anybody that you can think of that maybe people pretend to like that you don't really see the appeal for? Because
Yeah, I think I know your answer. I'm not gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
I got one like, I mean like I pretend to like is like, because like I think each person's individual. They can like whatever they want, but like I don't like Kid Laroi is up there for me.
Ooh.
I don't get the appeal of Kid Laroi. I don't like his music, And then like for me, it's kind of like any musician that their voice is heavily changed by autotune
Oh yeah.
is falls under that. Like you're not showing off any skill. You're showing off the skill that you learned in
That's fair.
on like computer. Like I can make my voice sound amazing through autotune. I don't think that would make me a musician. Like I wouldn't go to a concert and then sing with my normal voice.
I got you. Yeah, Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
You know, I have two. One just really came to me though. So the first one, I'm gonna get that out of the way, or get this one out of the way. I actually think the guy's a great guy. There's zero hate.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I think it's the one song that people play, and like I see people at his concerts and stuff. I'm like, that's like bot music. But like literally, one of my really good friends, like I would be over at his place. Me and his roommates would be drinking, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna take a shower before we go out." And he'd just load up some Shabuzi. Okay, I was like, "Shabuzi? You listen to Shabuzi? Like somebody actually listens to fucking Shabuzi? Like the other songs?" But you know, it's just not for me. And that's
He has other songs?
he has other songs. I know, but
That kind of falls under my like autotune. Like no hate to the guy.
no, I like Shabuzi.
But like
but yeah,
I think that one song's good, but I wouldn't listen to anything else.
I agree. Yeah. I don't really care about this guy. He's not for me. Some people like him. Whatever. I don't really care about this guy. Some people like him. Whatever. I don't care. You can like him. I don't like him. Kid Rock. Okay? I get it. He had a couple of good songs in the 90s. He had a great cover of Sweet Home Alabama. It's
He
a
did.
cover. It's a cover. So, all I'm going to say is, yeah, Ba to Ba. Good song. Cowboy. It's a fun song. Yeah, just not for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I could have named a single Kid Rock song.
I can name 3. So,
I could name he did a cover of Sweet Home Alabama, but that's not his song. It's just a cover.
but he did Ba to Ba and Cowboy. So,
Is there, since you talked about things that you might not like or things musicians that you think people lie about liking,
Yeah.
is there any opinion, like, did you ever have that opinion about someone and then it changed?
what do you
A
mean?
singer, artist, like someone that like hypothetically you used to hate and then over time you've grown to like.
Not so much recently. I'd have
It doesn't have to be recent, just someone in general.
I would actually probably have to be Morgan Wallen. As much as I hate to say it. And I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
I didn't like Morgan Wallen. I thought he was like, I just kind of thought he was a tool. But I only read the headlines and everything. But like,
What, throwing
do I think he's like
chairs
the
off
best
of a
person
balcony?
in the world? No, but I also don't. Yeah. I don't think he's the best person in the world. But like, no,
Yeah.
nobody's a great person. So I feel like we're losing that argument. But I think say what you want to say about Morgan Wallen. Is he for everybody? No, but who he is for a lot of people. The people that like him so much and want to go to his concerts. He puts on a good show. There's no doubt about it. We've
Yeah.
seen the fucking videos. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
people.
he
went to
sold
that.
out Death Valley out in Clemson.
Yeah, I know. I saw
from, like-
Wednesday one. Yeah,
Yeah. I saw the
It's
videos
nuts.
and I'm like,
like he
I
puts
don't
on a
like
good
his
show.
music.
He did it
That would have been
everywhere.
cool.
Yeah, so I might not have liked him, but now I've come around him. I think working in the service industry where I have basically having to listen to him, it grew on me, and so I was like, I'm just gonna try it out because you get to a point it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to listen to that, I don't want to do that. Then you kind of become part of the problem too, because if you're ignorant enough to say, I don't want to try something,
Yeah.
then you're not ever gonna like have a valid opinion. So it's kind of my
It's pretty valid.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's a good
maybe-
take there too.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Like it just is what it is. And like I am not like, oh, I'm a proud Morgan Wallener. No, but like,
Yeah.
I enjoy his music. He's a human being who makes mistakes. And if I can defend Zach Bryant, I can fucking defend Morgan Wall. Some of Morgan Wall.
I was about to say.
Not everything. But what about you, Joe? You got anybody?
I don't know if I should stick to my notes that I took on this one because I wrote something down,
Give it.
but I'll go two. I'll go two here. So, growing up, I absolutely disliked, I don't know if I'd go hated, I did not like classic rock or even rock music in general. Yeah, it's like
Dude, what?
I wouldn't listen to it. And like I would use a blanket statement is we had Sirius XM growing up. Whenever my dad would put on 80s on 8, 70s on 7, 60s on 6, I'd ask him to change the channel immediately. I couldn't stand that music. But like growing up after that, I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of good.
No.
And my friend introduced me to the Beatles. Shout out Nate Merritt. That was physics class senior year of high school.
Senior year of high school.
And that is what started my rockvolution. And it carried on through college. Shout out Josh, freshman and sophomore year roommate. Got me hooked on more of the classic rock.
I like a good bit of classic rock. I was listening to it though when I was a kid though.
I was not. You could not.
Well, like dad rock, I guess. Like
Yeah.
not Nickelback, but like fucking.
No, that's more. That took some time to get
That's
used
like
to.
cigarette dad. That's a Bush Light dad. Fuck right there, Nickelback. No, I like classic
But yeah.
rock. We always listened to. Shout out when I was living in Orlando when I was a kid. We'd listen to 101.1. And that's how I remember specifically my dad. The first, like, I don't know, this is not a classic rock song, but it kind of is now, like nowadays. But Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I remember exactly where I was for the first time I heard that song. I was in the passenger seat of my dad's car, and he turned it up, and he sang the whole song. He's like, "You like this?" I was like, "Yeah." And he started talking to me because he's from Seattle, so he'd always talk about like. I don't think he saw Nirvana, but I know he's seen Pearl Jam plenty.
Yeah.
Like all the others, and he would just kind of talk about like how this was, and that always was very fascinating to me. So shout out Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. Shout out my dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
And so that's one of them.
Yeah.
The other, it kind of just like goes along. So like I don't like parodies that much. So I don't like parody movies. I don't like parody YouTube. I don't like parody skits. But
No.
skits like on YouTube,
No, I know where you're going with this.
you probably do. I grew up not liking Weird Al, and now
Not for everybody though.
I don't know if it's like embarrassing to admit he's like been in my top 10 the past 4 years.
Oh, damn! You said that.
White and Nerdy, dude. White and Nerdy is
It's like your
so
soundtrack,
funny.
dude.
Yeah, I've seen him in concert. He's
So
one of
Jacob.
the.
You knew that, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, our friend Jacob. Shout out Jacob if you're watching this. Probably gonna clip this, just so you will watch it. Yeah, Jacob has a picture of him at a Weird Al concert, like dressed like Weird Al when he was a kid. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
He
I
is
went when I was.
But he is something.
Yeah, I wasn't a kid. I was, I think, 20 years old, and I went with my dad, who grew up listening to Weird Al. Who, no offense to Dad if you're listening, and from what he's described, he grew up kind of nerdy, so he kind of resonated
He
with
spawned
like.
you, so yeah.
Yeah, he resonated with
Weird, dude.
Weird Al's messaging and his music, and like that, it sneaks into my top concerts of all time.
Cool.
And Weird Al, shout out Weird Al.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Weird Al movie?
I have not actually.
Oh, dude, you should see it. Daniel Radcliffe's amazing in it.
Okay. Cool.
Despite me not liking parodies, that is one. Because, it's a Weird Al story. I forget the full title. But it's, like, made as a parody movie. But it actually is how he got famous.
I got you. Okay.
But That's more of an acquired taste, you know. You can say it tickles my fancy.
Yeah.
And
Fair
I
enough.
would sing for you guys during this episode,
You're
but
not saying. Copyright. We
not
can
good.
get money.
And copyright.
Indeed, brother.
We can sing happy birthday though.
It's not our birthday. It's not your birthday. You got about a month. You have a
1 month on the
today.
dot.
Yeah, how about that? You're coming down here, right?
I believe I am.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Airplane ticket is being bought tomorrow.
Cool. I gotta figure out a place to live, and I'll let you know.
I have other places I can stay. I'm
Oh yeah, where at?
not telling you.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it. Where?
It's called your bed.
Yeah, on the street. Dude.
Mo will take me in
Mo would
if I
take
work
me
his
to-
stand.
Sure. Nah, Mo would not. But shout out. Good point. Shout out Mo and his sons, who run the best street.
This is not paid, by the way.
This is not paid. Just shout out them. Shout out Euro Heaven if you want good street meat.
In Charleston, South
Friday
Carolina.
and Saturday nights in Charleston, South Carolina, off the corner of Cumming and Spring Street. Check out.
You can tell who knows his street meat.
Give a fuck. Check out Euro Heaven, and if you get a hot dog, ask for it Alex style, and you'll know exactly what to do. All right. That's it for sponsorships.
We're not actually getting paid to say any of that.
It's just my boy. Like, great guy.
Shout out,
really
though,
great
yeah.
family. Want to support them. All right, Joe. Well, this is bringing me to one of my favorite things that we kind of did in the last episode. I want to do it in this episode too, but we're going to do it a little bit more structure. Okay? Are you good?
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going.
We're going to do. Ooh, shit. Well, not that. We're going to draft. We're going to do a draft. You want to do snake draft this time?
You set it up this time. I'll do however you like.
Fixture snake. Let me think.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do snake. Yeah. And do you want to start?
I started last time.
Okay, then I'll start. No, I started last time. Remember, I took.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first.
Okay, but I do want to say, I have everything written down. I'm writing it out so we can read it back. And
Oh, I have mine. I have.
that's cool.
I'll-
But I'm probably gonna steal some of your shit, respectfully.
I don't think you will. I think
We'll
myself.
see.
Since I'm going first, this is probably the only one you're not going to take it anyways. So
For a road trip, best road trip song.
yeah, best road trip song. We're going by category this time. We're not giving one blanket one. So best road trip song. I'm going "Country Roads Take Me Home" by John Denver.
I kind of thought you were gonna go country roads. Not gonna lie.
I was singing it before recording.
Oh, I remember. I was here.
You sang with me.
Yeah, I know, because it's a fucking great song.
It is. Great road trip song. Because it'll just get everyone in the car singing in a good mood.
Yeah. So it's a good band. For me, for my road trip song, personally, because I actually went on a big East Coast road trip last summer. Shout out last summer. I remember enjoying. We did listen to Country Roads, but for me, I'm gonna go Ventura Highway by America.
Okay. Not a bad one.
It's not a bad one at all. It's a beautiful song too.
Yeah.
All right, now for a good gym song.
Wait, how do you know one of those?
Me, I fucking can outlift. I can probably lift your body weight right now. That's a joke. I can't. Your body weight's too much.
I was gonna say, whoa, so much. Whoa.
They can't tell how fat I am from here.
Yeah, I wore an extra large shirt, so it would just be filling, and you can't really tell.
Cool, brother. You want a cookie? I know you do.
Dude, I almost bought ice cream before this so I could eat it.
All right. So, gym song
Yeah.
for me. All right. Shit, I got this one. Fuck. Can I put an album or no?
I was pretty vague with mine, so I'll allow an album here.
I'm just gonna put the song "Mrs. Officer" by Lil Wayne.
Okay, can't say I
Really
know that one
anything
off.
off that album.
Yeah, yeah.
Really
All
anything
right.
by Lil Wayne for the gym.
For the gym, because I'm an avid gym goer myself,
Yeah,
and
that's okay.
all. Yeah, no, my form of workout usually does not allow music. There's waterproof headphones now, but when I'm swimming, I don't like doing that. It's just me in
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah, I got you.
But when I do go to the gym, I don't like to be messing around with a playlist. I don't like messing around with an album. So I went. It's kind of general because there's 39 of them now. I went with Big Booty Mix by Two Friends, which is just an hour compilation of one of their
I know
DJ
a big-
sets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good song.
If I had to pick one, I'd pick number 9. Which little fun fact, they're doing a concert here
They did one here.
this month.
They did. Did you not know that they did one?
Yeah, they did Yorktown,
Yeah,
right?
it was sick, bro.
Yeah, they're
Joe?
performing in a park here.
Cool. All right, what about sets?
All right. Sad song? I didn't get that one.
Yeah, there should be a sad song.
I didn't write down a sad song.
Well, I have it to write down. So
Sad song? Oh, shucks. I can still go off the top of my head because I went through a sad phase that lasted about 3-4 months. I will go. I'm actually stuck between 2. I'll go Sailor Song by Gigi Perez.
Sailor Song by Gigi Perez.
Yes. You should listen to it if you're ever sad.
I think I'm good. But thank you. I really appreciate it.
Shout out Another Love by Tom Odell. That was my other one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go something by Damian Rice. Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh, dude, don't get me started on Damian. Dude. That's a dog, dude. Get me have. I'm gonna put down Grey Room by Damian Rice. You should check it out. It's about just kind of being depressed, and do you want to come out of the depression? And that's something that I've struggled with at times. But Damian Rice, he's an Irish folk musician. He actually was like one of the inspirations for Ed Sheeran.
Oh.
But he's kind of like infamous because he doesn't want to be famous, really. But he continues to make music. It's kind of a long story, but anyways, he was in this band called Jupiter.
I do know Jupiter.
Really?
Yeah.
It might be a different band, but
No, I don't know how many bands are called Jupiter.
I'm pretty sure there's 2. But anyway, it was in the 90s,
Oh.
or maybe it was Juniper. Maybe it was Jupiter. I don't know.
If it was Jupiter,
Yeah.
I know who it is.
He was in a band. Great voice. He's in the band. They wanted a record label. They wanted to be more rock. He didn't want to do that. So, from my understanding, he moved out to like Tuscany, became a farmer for like 5 years, then came back, started doing music. He's actually in the Shrek 2 or 3, either Shrek 2 or Shrek 3. He's in that soundtrack
Huh.
with his, I think it's called Nine Crimes. Very good song. Check him out. Great guy.
Yeah. We'll have an episode on soundtracks coming soon.
For sure, man. All right, but coming up next, we got a party song.
Yes.
This is still my pick, correct?
Yeah, we're realigned here. That was what I had next.
Party song for me, it's kind of tough. Lately, I'm gonna go with some house music.
Okay.
"Say My Name" by Morgan Cetri.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a good.
All
song.
right.
How you, Joe?
Yeah, and we said like party music, but I was thinking not like a house party, even though like I feel like this song's still applicable, but like if you throw it on in a bar, it's gonna get the people going. I put Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Jesus Christ. I thought you were going to say Mo Bamba. That would have been my second pick, so.
Mo Bamba didn't even get a shout.
Dude, it's the douche song ever. Like, best douche song ever.
Yeah, all the frats play it.
Not even.
ago.
Nice.
All right. I feel like there's no explanation needed on that one. Classic song,
Yeah. Well,
but
what about,
all right.
what's a song that you think gets everybody singing?
We did not have the same list apparently.
We did.
No, because my next one is what is a guilty pleasure song?
No. It's a song that gets everyone singing. It's what I sent you.
Yeah, and I read it and I said guilty pleasure was next. So a guilty pleasure song I chose. I'm throwing you a loop here.
It's not on. No.
Yeah, we are.
No.
Yeah, we are.
You have to go in order. Song that gets everyone singing. I already have
This
it.
is in order.
I have it written out, dude. You have to do this. Come on.
I didn't have sad. I don't have to do it because it's a podcast.
You don't have to prep it. I'm telling you, you don't have to prep it.
All
What's
right,
a song
guilty
that gets
pleasure
everyone
song?
singing? If I can do rapid replies, you can do this shit. Jesus Christ.
A guilty pleasure song is
No,
"All I
it's
Want
a
for Christmas Is
sad-
You" by Mariah Carey.
I will fucking keep that for you. But what is a sad song? What is a fuck you, Joe? Jesus Christ, we're gonna have to fucking edit this.
No, we're
Song
not.
That gets everyone.
What is a guilty What is your guilty pleasure song?
What is a song that gets everyone singing?
What is your
What is a song?
What is your guilty pleasure song?
Joe? I'm actually.
What is your guilty pleasure song?
I'm not doing that right now. You can get to that point, dude. Jesus fucking Christ! Just if I can do the rapid response, you can do the rapid response. I'm doing this all on the fucking fly. So just fucking.
This is on the fly. What is your
No, it's-
guilty pleasure song?
No, Joe.
Yes.
I'm not
Alex.
answering that right now. No. Don't be a fucking douchebag. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's your pick.
What is a song that gets everyone singing? What's a good karaoke song, Joe?
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Okay. That's your karaoke song.
No, that's my guilty pleasure song.
Karaoke song!
I don't see karaoke on here.
Come up with it.
Hashtag D1 Rage Baiter. Sweet Caroline.
Fuck you. Fucking. I'm gonna fucking fly up there.
Do it. You won't.
Actually, I can't afford to, so. Alright. Douchebag. Fucking asshole. Alright. Sorry.
Which of us do you think was in a frat?
Fuck.
Not me.
Frats are cool.
Didn't want to be a fifth-year frat senior? No, sorry, that's off topic. So what is your karaoke / song that everyone knows? Or guilty pleasure song?
My karaoke song, because the guilty pleasure song's next, is Black by Pearl Jam. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But Joe, what's our karaoke song? Do you remember?
Yeah. Do I remember? That's a good question.
What's our?
We Are Young by Fun.
It is "We Are Young" by Fun. We actually sang
By
that
Paramore. Oh, yeah.
Fun
I
fact.
don't really have a recollection of that one. I would like to throw it out there.
You shouldn't admit that. But yeah, we sang that in Scotland. A beautiful woman was in the crowd, and she tried to come dance with me. Shout out Daisy. I remember. Very Scottish.
Of course you would remember.
Yeah, of course I fucking remember that. Yeah. I was just like, oh yeah, hi.
Safe to say, I do not remember much of that.
You do not, but we had a great time, and we killed.
It was fun.
Everybody loved it. So
Yeah.
the night before I sang "Baby Got Back," the Scots and Brits were not having it. But I sang "We Are Young." They were all like, "Oh yeah!"
You sang it?
We sang it.
We sang
I
it.
did carry though in that video.
Yeah, my speech was slurred.
It was bad. I was trying to make you. You were background. You were like.
Yeah. I was the melody.
You were the melody.
That's probably what I sounded like.
Yeah.
You might have to edit that part out.
Yeah, we will. All right, Joe. What's your guilty pleasure song?
We already went over that.
Is it the Christmas song?
And it's still your pick.
Well, I did "Black" by Pearl Jam.
Yeah, now you're on to guilty pleasure.
Oh yeah, it is shit. All right, well, fuck. Well, ask me. What's my guilty pleasure song? Fuck.
I've already asked you that multiple times.
You have to ask me again.
All right, what is the song that you take the most guilt in pleasuring to?
Uh, whatever your mom plays. I don't know.
Hey, we don't joke about my mom on this podcast.
I Joe's mom. I didn't mean that.
She's met you. She did not refer to you as the cute friend, just so you know.
Okay, I don't.
We all know who that is.
It's fucking Jacob. Yeah, he's a cutie patootie. I'm sure I was the not gay one.
No, I don't. The pod has to stop recording for me to tell you some of this stuff. So,
We'll talk about it after.
yeah.
My guilty pleasures.
So, the song you pleasure yourself to guiltily, yes. I just made that an adverb. Yeah, but yeah, your guilty pleasure
We'd
song.
Escape by Gwen Stefani.
Honestly, I was thinking about putting Gwen Stefani,
She's
just in
dope.
general.
Yeah.
No, but like in all seriousness, I did put All I Want for Christmas Is You. And apparently, allegedly, I went out of order.
You did.
Allegedly.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just. You're just gonna have fucking.
No, we're not going to edit it.
So what do you want the guilty pleasure song to be?
All I Want for Christmas Is You. I literally turned that song on. When's the last time I listened to it? Last
Alright,
week.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
Whenever
know
I need my...
I know you like
it's
Christmas.
It's my go-to song when I need my mood boosted.
Oh wait, no, you said Sweet Caroline. Shit. So
For karaoke.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. All right, Joe. This is our last pick. And you have the first pick.
I know.
What's your song to end the world with?
This one was actually the toughest one of the bunch.
Okay.
Because there were multiple I was thinking of that I wanted. I wanted In the End by... What was that? I forgot who that's by. Something in the Way by Nirvana originally. I like the cover and the Batman more. Mm-hmm. I thought of Cornfield Chase by Hans Zimmer. Okay. But I ended up going little wild card here, maybe.
All right.
Winter by Vivaldi. Way throwback.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But if you know, you know. It's in my opinion, Vivaldi's greatest work as an average classical music enjoyer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll tell you mine. If I'm gonna die today, or if I had to choose my death song, it's gonna be Yellow by Coldplay. Actually, I take that back.
I think we had different interpretations of that.
It's gonna be The Scientist by Coldplay.
Yeah, it's the better one, in my opinion.
Scientist by Coldplay. Anyways,
I didn't take that. I didn't take that as like a song when you died. You listen to. I took it as the end of the world, which.
Yeah, song to end the world, like your song you play, like in Fight Club when they have "Where Is My Mind" come on.
Never seen it, so I think we went over that.
Yeah, well, it's a good needle drop. Ooh-wee.
All right.
Oh my
Side note,
God,
guys.
you piss some people off.
What, on YouTube Shorts?
Yes.
Side note, guys. Drink a choice now. Tecate. No lime though, because I'm not going to buy a lime.
Jesus Christ.
We can get a live reaction to me reading.
YouTube Shorts, people.
Dude, that's why I said we got to post on YouTube
I'll just read out the
Shorts.
comments to you, Joe. Okay.
Okay, yeah, live reaction to me hearing the comments.
So the first comment: take this motherfucker's mic away, dog.
Yeah, anyone can have a podcast nowadays. He should start one.
Oh yeah, true. Shout out to little tiny Elvis. Or she. All right.
Elvis is a great role model. That's satire, guys.
Steven Stanton 6860. Shout out him. He said, "I don't know who you are, but now I know you don't know Hulk." That's actually funny. I like him.
It's more creative. I mean, I'll give it.
I actually do agree with. For context, this is when Joe said that Revenge of the Sith is the most overrated movie of all time.
It is.
You got to go back to the first episode to watch that.
And that is a hill I'll die on.
Reels, Instagram, Reels, or TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts.
Anyways, all right, Joe. What about this guy? He really is not happy. Watch your back, Hermanito. Watch your back. Oh.
Whoa.
He called you little bro.
Hermanito. He did call me little bro. Look at that. You know that.
Yeah, I know, right? I passed Spanish. Shout out to Moto Sierra _band. Thank you, Moto Sierra _band, for your comment.
Gracias para
We're engaged.
llamarme
Okay.
hermanito.
Alrighty.
Pero
No need to just keep talking. All right, Joe. What about this guy? At Sunburn _studios. Bro lost all his credibility when he said this shit. Brian.
did I have credibility to begin with?
No. It's literally called Alex and Joe Don't Know Paul. Like Reed? Guys.
You should tell him where's the credibility at to begin
No,
with.
I already replied. I said for real. And then the newest comment from 4 minutes ago.
Ooh.
He shall day. He wanted to let you know. Shit take. It's one of the main linchpins of the story and has the best saber duel in the series.
Yes, it's a linchpin.
He's
Best saber duel is very arguable.
no, fuck no. But
It has the second best.
you could debate it, but like it's a good duel. But like,
Can we get that guy on the pod?
I mean, we can talk to him, but not right now.
Yeah. Let's have a special edition. Comment hater edition.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, I enjoyed this episode of reading comments, or this little clip of reading our comments.
Yeah, why do they hate on me, but they glaze you?
They do love me. Well, no. Did you not see the one lady? She got really angry at me. Did you not see that on Instagram
No.
Reels? Oh, yeah, I pissed her off.
Sorry. Oh. Does she not like the Before trilogy?
No, shout out on Instagram Reels.
No, let me read these to you, because I mean, like, I don't
It's
read
not on
these.
the Before trilogy. It's on the Rapid Fire response from episode 2 in the USA special.
All right.
She wasn't too mad at me. You could tell.
I'm not shouting these people out because they're hating on us, but guess what? Haters gonna hate.
Mm-hmm.
Brother has never actually listened to the song "Born in the USA."
Yeah.
And do you want to know my common theme between these?
Mm-hmm.
Haters don't know actual grammar.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I am well aware. But it is what
But
it is.
shout out for everyone commenting. Like
Shout out to
those
engagement
comments
comment.
don't
Thank
bother
you.
me.
Yeah, exactly. They don't bother us.
Take my mic away. I'll go buy a new one.
You got them.
Do you know what I have and they don't? Most likely, maybe not. This could be too cocky. College degree.
Oh, that does. Well,
Obviously in the film
Dude,
study
what am I
department.
doing? All right, man. Well, we're gonna go back to the actual episode now. All right.
We can either clip that. We don't have to put that in the episode. You can clip it.
Well, we'll put it in the episode.
No. All right. And, we just read some of the comments on our hot takes. So why don't we go into our music hot takes?
Our music hot takes. All right, we can do that.
Which I will say, none of my hot takes are as hot as the Star Wars 3 one, because I did not expect to be catching that many strays.
Yeah, thank God.
And, but maybe I will get hot again. But, also, we'll talk about comments later.
You're good.
One bothers me more than them all.
It's okay. You can't be bothered.
And it's not even...
Figure, bro.
No. Can I talk about it before we go into these hot takes?
Yeah, sure.
Alex Hall, what are you talking about when saying Attack of the Clones is top 3 Star Wars movies? what movie are you watching?
All right, Alex.
He needs to be on a
let's
Star
go.
Wars episode. Yeah. Shout out Alex, though. He's my boy.
He's a dog. All right.
All right, actually going into the hot takes
Moving
for
back
music
into the
now.
hot takes. Yeah, thank you, fucking Jesus Christ. All right,
And I'll let you go first.
all right, man. Well, I mean, we've kind of been debating it, but we haven't really gotten into a debate yet.
Yeah. Let's just start with one.
I'm gonna tell you. When we were talking about this, you were like, "Oh, playlist." I'm an album guy. I'm always gonna be an album guy. Albums for me. If I'm gonna listen to the radio, I'll listen to my radio. But albums, I don't want to make a playlist because I can just listen to art in the purest form, the way that the artist designated for me to listen to it. It's not a hot take either. It's the
I think that is a really hot take.
correct take, dude.
I don't think it's the correct take.
It's a correct take.
Because what if there are songs that are absolutely terrible in the album, and you're like, oh, I have to listen to them because I'm listening to the whole album?
Well, if you're listening,
That's
to the right-
why.
If you're listening to
That's
the
why-
right album, it's okay because they're probably meant to be there for a reason.
I don't think an artist purposefully puts bad music into an album.
Well, bad music's subjective. No music's technically bad or good.
Disagree. But, like, no.
Yeah.
Because then you're stuck listening to one guy for an hour and a half.
Okay, well, there's certain albums that you really can't listen to on a playlist. Like, you could, but, like, it's not as
Name one.
Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd.
What's one of the... I might actually have to fact check myself on these.
Time and Money are two of the big songs on that one.
Neither are coming to mind, but I can't play them.
You've heard them on TikTok.
Oh, I've seen this album cover, too.
It's a great album. It's a very important album for rock.
I guarantee you I could find one of these and put them in a playlist.
You can put them in a playlist, but it's not the same effect. Trust me, there's nothing like having a long night and just putting on that album and listening all the way through.
You see, after a long night, I'm not thinking, oh, let me listen to this album that makes me think. No. You put on an album of your favorite songs.
A playlist on an album. But I also think, like,
And there's no greater experience than putting together a playlist that you curate for a specific thing.
too much work.
No, it's not.
All right, well, I got another album that you couldn't. Like, you could put it on a playlist,
Like,
but it works
So
better
you're-
when you listen to it through album.
okay, I'll listen to this one first, and then I'll have another
It's
counterpoint.
called, do you know the Kinks? Are you familiar with the Kinks? All right, it's Low Love.
Can't say I am.
Low Love versus Power Man and the Money Ground, Part 1 by the Kinks. Came out in 1970. Very good album. Much better album if you listen to it all the way through. Yeah, I'd say same thing. I'm pretty sure there's some Childish Gambino albums, same thing.
No.
Some.
You can definitely listen to his songs individually, and it will still have the
You
same effect.
can, but like it's not as...
So, I mean, like,
Well, I mean,
So you're going
actually,
on-
I can think of two Gambino albums that if I listen to by themselves, I'd prefer to listen just by themselves. Or actually, three. Camp,
no.
Camp, Kauai, and then Awaken My Love. It's not a bad take.
The only one I disagree with, because I haven't listened to the other two, is Awaken My Love.
And you can still listen to the songs by your own, but it's better on the album.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
So you're telling me, on your road trip last summer, you would sit and listen to an album all the way through?
There was a lot of times we would, yeah.
That's insane. I cannot listen to the same artist. Like, even my favorite, like Noah Kahan, I've listened to his albums maybe. So I've listened to Stick Season all the way through probably 3 times. And I've listened through The Great Divide one time all the way through. I did throw in, I've listened to Stick Season live. I have listened to that all the way through. But like, even like my favorite artists, I don't listen to their album. I find my songs I like, throw them in the playlist. When I drove up when I moved for 14 hours, did I listen to 7 different albums? No, I created and curated a 14-hour playlist because I had some specifications because I had someone else in the car, and they asked for, well, they don't like profanity in the music, so I defined a mix of music between what I like in the style that I like, and it could talk, it could have profane language, and something that I'll just say it's my mom.
Yeah, I
But-
kind of assumed it was your mom.
It was my mom. And so, like, putting together that 14-hour playlist and only hearing complaints on 3 songs, amazing. And I didn't even have to skip.
Just let your mom choose the music would be better. It should be
But I'm driving. I get aux.
yeah, true. I don't know. I mean, you're gonna fucking laugh at me, but I've literally probably listened to the past 3 days. I listened to an album like a day. Like today, I listened to "Bottles and Bibles" by Tyler Childers all the way through. Listened to "Long Story Short" EP, but it's like 5 songs by J.R. Carroll the other day. This "Desert Life" by Counting Crows, which is like their 3rd album, maybe their 4th. Listened to that all the way through. Listened to the Morgan Wallen albums all the way through recently. One Hot Minute by Red Hot Chili Peppers all the way through. I just like listening all the way through. I listened to Eric Church's album too, the one that had Springsteen on. So, because a lot of times with an album, you can really catch the vibe that the artist wants to like capture. But
I feel like you can get that through their best 5 songs or your favorite 5 songs.
no, but you want to. Every album has a different vibe. Like look at every Zach Bryan record. Like I feel like those are different enough.
Which you can get from the top songs from the album or your favorite songs from the album.
I don't know. I've listened to pretty much every Zach Bryan album now, multiple times.
I cannot get the album over a playlist.
I'd always go albums, but it's okay. It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Joe. It's okay.
I'm not wrong. But, like, this actually kind of goes with my next hot take, and I'll ease my way into this one, is you look at my top 5, shout out Apple Music users, superior to Spotify. And my top albums,
hate
you can
that.
look at... We can look at... That's not my hot take,
replay.
guys.
We get a monthly replay.
Yeah, people think that it's a hot take. It's not a hot take. Like, you can either look at my year or, like, month by month, and... my top... Okay, thanks for distracting me with the text.
Yeah.
My top albums are all for the... so far in the year, except maybe like a couple, have been soundtracks.
Yeah, but that's just you. You
And
like
so-
the soundtracks.
Yeah, like I like that about movies. That's my favorite part about movies, but that's a separate thing. But like soundtracks for movies specifically, like you look at some of the ones that I've been listening to recently, Sinners, all like it's done by the same group of artists, but each song is different and usually a different artist, and they have their like celebrity. Black Panther, all different artists, but curated by who was it? I forgot who was the producer on that. I got F1 and all of those. The reason like I like them, and this goes in my hot take, is they're all different artists.
What, the soundtrack?
So, yeah, they might have some songs that are the same, but F1 specifically highlights different artists that have different strengths that are shown best throughout the movie. But that's a separate thing. But that leads me to my hot take of soundtracks from movies. It can be instrumental, because I listen to that too. Interstellar's on that list. Soundtracks are better than albums.
No. No.
100%. 100%.
No, dude.
Because it goes along with what you're saying. It tells the story of a movie through music.
No. Dude, no.
Yes,
It
100%.
has to be a musical. A soundtrack.
No.
A soundtrack's important.
No, it doesn't have to be a musical to be better.
Not always, but I'm not gonna. No, you gotta be very specific with that. I don't think that. I just can't agree with that, and I think you're wrong, quite frankly.
I am more moved by soundtracks than I am albums.
but you're not. A lot of soundtracks can't exist without albums, though. Specifically the ones you're just talking about that too. Like a lot of these songs
Okay, but
come from albums, right?
no, they're no.
Some of them, maybe not songs that were created for that movie, but you're talking about some songs that are new.
Sure, you could argue that they weren't. They were only popularized because they released albums, but soundtracks can't exist without albums. Because you think of
mean,
the
yeah,
one like Interstellar. Where does the album come in there?
Yeah. But, anyways, you're kind of being a dipshit right now. You do realize?
No,
that
I'm defending.
A soundtrack is an album.
I'm saying soundtrack albums
Soundtrack
are better
is
than
an
albums.
No.
The viewers knew what I meant.
Yeah, but a soundtrack is still kind of an album, so you're kind of defeating your purpose.
No, it isn't. Like a soundtrack album is better than a singular album that an artist can release. Because it highlights and shows the skills of multiple artists throughout a movie telling a story all together.
It depends on what you like. I think you're wrong, but I don't really feel like fighting on this right now.
That's the whole point of hot takes.
I know that, but you're just not gonna. You're like, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like, do you think? Let me give you a scenario. So, one of the most iconic soundtracks, I feel like, of our childhood, is Cars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a singular artist could have done that better?
Could have done Cars better, yes.
I disagree.
That's fine. I don't care. I can
Because
tell
there
you,
are
I can
specific
tell you-
songs that specific people sing. Like,
I think you're
Rascal
kind of
Flatts
losing
can't
the-
sing in the clouds.
because I think you're losing. You're kind of losing me here, and here's why. I think that yes, a soundtrack's different, but a soundtrack's just a playlist half the time, a lot of the times. So you're kind of just going back to that whole narrative you were trying to have before. I think there are good soundtracks that are just purely made for the movie, and then there's good songs that are added into the movies. Those are playlists. Look at the Guardians of the Galaxy playlist. They're very good. I can name one particular time where I actually think the playlist, not so much the playlist, but the soundtrack, that the guy that they recruited to help make the soundtrack for a movie, and it's equally as good as the movie, and that would be the film Good Will Hunting, and then the artist Elliott Smith, who did a good bit of that soundtrack for that movie. Not all of it, but he still participated in some. Miss Misery, which is one of those better songs, if I'm not mistaken, was released with that movie. And then he performed it at the Oscars, but they made him cut it down to 2 minutes. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I would say in that instance, yes. But when you're saying a soundtrack is better or at least equal to an album, it's quite different. Because the soundtrack's curated, like Interstellar maybe, to completely tell the story of a movie, like you had said earlier. But when it becomes a playlist and it's just needle drops, those are fun, but it's fundamentally still just a playlist. A soundtrack is an album. Yep.
That's a coherent point.
Yeah, I know. So,
Okay.
but I also,
That's still my hot take.
it's fine. That's your thought.
Yeah.
I think
I think that soundtrack albums are better than albums.
and that's okay because you also just listen to musicals. So, and that's what your preference is. That's fine. You also work. I walk around and mope on my feelings. So, I brought up Elliott Smith. I'm like, oh.
We just bring up Good Will Hunting, and its whole vibe changes.
It's a
Great movie.
Yeah, I know.
Robin Williams, second best, third best.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
I was just trying to rage bait you. I don't actually think it's his third. I think it's his best.
I think it's his first or second best. I think it's between that or Dead Poets. It depends on what you want. I think it's his first best because Dead Poets he doesn't get enough screen time. But
You're forgetting about Aladdin and Night at the Museum.
okay.
That's a joke, by the way. All right, we can continue. Do you have any more hot takes?
I don't really think so much. I think that. Oh, I'll say this. I think that we could say basic ones like concerts are getting too expensive. Yeah, I mean, they're always going to be expensive. They've been expensive since the 90s.
Yeah.
Before that. Hashtag screw Ticketmaster. I don't like Ticketmaster. But I have to buy from them, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But like that's not really a hot take. I think that's a pretty agreeable take, actually. And then, like, you can talk about TikTok and music and maybe like social media music and like the use of social media music and like trends. I think for some songs it does really well and it does a really good job. For some songs it's just like, why is that the trend? But there's a lot of songs that I think it's a good way to introduce younger people to older music.
Yeah. I actually wrote down TikTok has helped the music industry more than it has hurt it.
I agree.
And I think, I don't know if it was on recording or it's included in the other ones, but like I wrote down the specific example of Alex Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Who, like, I know he was in Team 10, which hashtag throwback all the way to 2017. But I feel like without TikTok, he wouldn't be where he is now.
Yeah.
And that's another case of, I think, making the right person famous, but that's besides the point. But other than that, it helps reveal people to music that they might not have listened to before. And like you mentioned with the trends, whether you think this song belongs on a trend or not, but like I'd never heard of John Summit until the Where Have You Been came up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I love John Summit, but some of his mixes are pretty cool. Some of his remixes
No, that's a
with
fair.
other people. And I will say Trends has introduced me to a different side of music that allows me to connect through it because I'm like, oh, I know what this is from. What is, like, not actually from. Like,
Yeah.
And it introduced, like, new music. Like, I will say Alex Warren. But there's numerous other people, like Crash Adams off the top of my list. I don't like his music, but I know his TikTok trends. Mm-hmm. Who's some other? There's other ones, but I think it has helped more than it has hurt.
Yeah. I think that it also depends the music you take from movies like that and like TV shows when they throw in needle drops. Like, I can't remember, what was the song from Stranger Things in 22, season 4? Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill.
Oh, Running Up the Hill, yeah.
Yeah, like that was a huge resurgence for her career.
Yeah.
And then there's like that guy, the guy who did, was it Dreams by
Fleetwood Mac.
right? Yeah, the cranberry juice guy. Like that gave him a shit ton of money. I feel like, like
Yeah.
there's these little instances where like old music takes a comeback. And it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So
Yeah. And it's like, you could even broaden from TikTok and saying media, because you brought up TV. Like, Kate Bush's song that she released in the 1980s was listened to more in 2022 than it was back in the 80s.
yeah, or wherever it was released, which is nuts. But like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right, well. All right, Joe, what do you think? I think we're going to move on from hot takes. I don't really think there's much more. I think at the very end of this podcast, though, I think what I want to do is I want to shout out some, because we are just talking about TikTok, I want to shout out maybe some smaller bands that people should check out, or maybe like up-and-coming artists, or maybe even like old artists that are kind of like already done, more niche interest. I think that's what we should do. So
Okay.
I'm already thinking of a few, so I think we'll do that.
I've got a few.
Yeah? Cool. But before we can talk about the little guys, we got to talk about the big guys. So let's talk about our Mount Rushmores. I think we're going to do two different Mount Rushmores. I think we're going to do an album and we're going to do artists. I don't think we need to do any songs, one-hit wonders, any of that. Just albums and artists. All right, Joe, you want to give me what you got for, you want to do...
I'll do artists first because I have to think
Artists
about
first?
albums.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, give me your artist.
Okay. So I tried to encapsulate music as a whole here.
All right.
And I put two very influential figures to music that are older, and I have two influential current.
Okay.
So my two older ones, I don't think music in America would be the same without the Beatles.
Okay.
And I know they're English, but in my opinion, that's the greatest band of all time. Can't beat them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my opinion.
That's
Like,
fine. Yeah. I don't give a...
and another one who kind of more popularized and started making different, more modern dancing music is Elvis. Now, I don't necessarily like outside of music Elvis, but if you stick to his music, he's one, I believe, one of the most influential figures in American music.
Sure. Yeah. Up to
And
your
then
choice.
I can tell you don't like that pick.
No, I don't at all, but it's okay. It's not my pick.
And then, so the two modern ones, I have also, in my opinion, the greatest lyricist of all time, Kendrick Lamar.
All right.
And then I have Taylor Swift.
Jesus. All right. They have a song together.
They do.
Yeah. So do you stand on that?
I mean, this is my Mount Rushmore of music.
This is your Mount Rushmore?
Of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
music overall. We can get more specific, but it's overall music. That is my four greatest musical artists ever.
For you. All right, man. Well, I got to defer, but that's okay. I think it's good to defer. I want to put that out here before we get into it. And I do have to say that I would agree with you on the Beatles. I feel like I have to take. I feel like I should take the Beatles, but I'm not going to. And I'll tell you what. I think the Beatles are great, but I think when I'm thinking about music that I currently listen to, I see the influence. I think they're more than a Mount Rushmore, but I don't think for me that they're in my top four. And so my top four, instead of the Beatles, for that era, like what I'm considering, I'm actually taking Eagles. Which is the only time I'm ever going to root for the Eagles. And the reason why is because I think they're actually very influential for rock music after the 70s. And the fact that they're still able to play concerts nowadays is just huge. And like for a while, I thought maybe I should take Rolling Stones. Maybe I should take the Beatles. Maybe I should take. Boom. This is my Mount Rushmore. And for me, I'm going to say Eagles is my number one.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to follow that up, and if we're going to go old timey, I'm going to follow up with another older head, and I have to say Prince. Okay, and I say Prince because I think that Prince is very influential for how music kind of shifted, and we got to go, and so is Michael Jackson, but I prefer Prince, and I think he created a new genre of music, or maybe he didn't create it, but he curated that genre. And that was in before scene. Now, and he has a ton of influence on the culture of music and just artists. And that's important to me. Plus, Purple Rain's a fucking masterpiece. And so is Raspberry Beret. And so is Let's Go Crazy. And so is the 1988-89 Batman movie. So I got Eagles, Prince. My third is moving up probably like 10 years to the 90s. Gotta go Pearl Jam. Say what you want. Pearl Jam, very influential on modern alternative rock music.
I do agree with that.
I love Pearl Jam. I think they don't get enough love. If I ever get to go to a Pearl Jam concert, I will be so happy. And last but not least, and this is gonna be a hot take, and I'm okay with it. But I think as of again, this is my Mount Rushmore, not anybody else's. And I think for me personally, while I do agree with Kendrick when we're talking about rap, I think for me, just in terms of production value and lyrics, and maybe I think music pertains to personal experience. So I think for me, I'm gonna have to go with Mac Miller.
Okay, that's a very solid pick. I thought for a second you were about to say Drake, and I was about to mute my mic so I can go absolutely ballistic.
No.
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller has a very. I think Mac Miller was very ahead of his time.
Yeah, if Mount Rushmore had 5 people on it, Mac Miller would be my number 5.
I'd probably throw a couple others in there too, but that's my Mount Rushmore for artists. Yeah, so it's Eagles, Prince, Pearl Jam, and Mac Miller. That's just me. And
Yeah.
But Joe, what about some albums? What are you thinking?
All right, so I might actually have to look up some of the names of albums because, as you guys have heard from the hot takes section, I'm not a big albums guy.
We learned, yeah.
But there are some off the top. I'll exclude soundtracks on here just for you guys.
You want me to go ahead and say mine?
Yeah, go ahead, because I only got 2 off the dome.
You're good. I'm better than. What did I say? All right. Well, for me, and this actually not all. I will say this: not every artist on my Mount Rushmore gets a Mount Rushmore album.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna go same with
take.
mine. I guarantee you all 4 of mine will. One of them will actually.
All right. My first answer. My first album. It's a little bit of a basic answer, but I don't really care. Gotta go Graduation by Kanye West. Say what you will about the guy. It's a great fucking album. It's very complete. Alright. My second album, a little bit more of a hot take, but again, this Mount Rushmore pertains to me. Parachutes by Coldplay. It's a great debut album. There's no debating it. And if you want to, we can, but I can promise you, it's less than an hour long and it's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is going to be a significant hot take, but for me, I think it's really actually what I wrote down, but now that I'm thinking it's not this. So I'll come back to this. But my next album that I have to go is I'm going to go Kids by Mac Miller. So I will say, he is on my Mount Rushmore in both sense. And it's because it's okay we are the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was one I did not need to look up.
It's a very well done album. And it captures him at a point where it's like, hell yeah. You know? And if I had to name one more, like just album off Dome, for like my favorite albums, it gets very tough because there's just so many. But I think for me personally, I'm going to have to go with 10 by Pearl Jam. I wanted to say Brushfire Fairy Tales by Jack Johnson. I did want to. I also wanted to say August and Everything After by Counting Crows. But I think for me, in a pure music vibe, it's 10 by Pearl Jam. That was also one of the first albums I ever had, like on vinyl and everything. Back in the day. So, for me, that's always going to be important. So my 4 albums that I got is Kids, 10, Parachutes, and Graduation. Joe, what about you? What's your Mount Rushmore of albums?
Okay, so I also have Kids on here.
All right.
That is one of these 2 albums that I did not have to confirm is the actual name.
Okay.
I mean, like, I also love Mac Miller. He is my second favorite rapper of all time.
Yeah.
Like, up there. Like, if we did a Mount Rushmore of rappers, he's who I'm naming second.
I think that's what we ought to do, is do a rap episode.
Yeah. Because I can go into rap. Some of these albums I do know, because I have listened to them, because I believe some you actually listen to in order. So I have Kids up there.
Yeah.
I have 2014 Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole.
Great album. Fuck.
Yeah, like that is the other one that I can name off the top of my head that I did not need to fact check. That song to me just has so many bangers, and I have some emotional attachment to the songs that like is nothing to do with like the music itself, but more the memories that surround the song with friends.
I get that.
So going away from rap, I have Stick Season Forever, but the Forever edition, not the regular, because same thing. I'll harp on Noah Kahan. I love his music. I have listened to this album multiple times, and it got me through some hard times, I will say.
Yeah.
And then the last one is the only album from someone who made my Mount Rushmore. And in my opinion, like best Beatles album, very much an argument for, but my favorite because it has my favorite Beatles song,
Which
is Revolver.
what's the song?
Eleanor Rigby.
Fair enough.
So,
Another.
and I just love, yeah. Well, I liked it before TikTok, I'd like to point out. But that was my number one song in 2019.
Hell yeah, dude. I think it's good. I think this is what I'll have to say about Mount Rushmore's. I think it's always going to pertain to the individual, and music is a very individual thing. And so, like, I didn't put all my favorite artists there, but like artists that really influenced my taste nowadays. So, very big, very huge.
And I agree, like Mount Rushmore's, and like I say opinions in general. So like you can hate on someone for having an opinion. It's like whatever. Like no one. I heard a quote today on TikTok that I looked up more into, so I made sure it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was be yourself because everyone else is already taken.
True.
And I truly believe you can I think your favorite artist who you think is the best, Mount Rushmore's favorite albums, all reflect the individuality of a human.
Yeah. That's why you make.
Because.
That's why you make playlists maybe. As you would say.
Yeah, because I curate certain songs that I have an emotional or I just like in general and combine them across eras, across artists, across genres into one that can A, flow, and B, fill up the time I need.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then I think music also has a little bit of a nostalgia factor to it too. Because you grew up listening to people, you're going to like them. Like someone, this is deviating from our outline a little bit, but going into the nostalgia factor, it's like who your parents put on when you were growing up and you didn't really have a choice.
Yeah,
and so
classic rock station.
Yeah, you grew to love the music that you were exposed to.
Yeah.
And there's just something that can't be replicated about that.
Yeah, exactly. Emotions are tied to songs. And even what we're talking about, there's stuff I don't want to give away. I told you a pretty honest, belief for my Mount Rushmore, but I'm sure there's things I'm missing or forgetting, and it'll probably be different in a week or so.
Yeah,
it's nice.
And the thing with the Mount Rushmore, you're limited to 4. Yeah, I think music heavily depends on the mood you're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go throw on a sad song right now.
No.
Well,
it's in my notebook for chance. I wrote down what I said Pearl Jam, Prince, Mac Miller, and Eagles, but what I had written down at first was Pearl Jam, the Beatles, Fleetwood Mac. I also had Oasis written down. I never said any of those. And it just changed.
Yeah. It's that connection you have. And it goes for a multitude of things.
Yeah, for sure.
I mentioned with 2014 Forest Hill Drives, is that reminds me a lot of my time in high school because I grew with some of my friends that eventually became my college roommates over 2014 Forest Hill Drives. Yeah. And we would listen to it when we hung out. We would rap to it if we could. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's good.
It's just
very
like-
powerful.
yeah. It's in that sense. It can evoke emotions that you don't know was there.
I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia in music. So I think talking about that, what we talked about earlier, which is music is a lot of nostalgia. There's just a lot of different things that you can kind of match that up with. And music is memory and just kind of how you feel about things. Like, we talked earlier on the pod about, like, you know, singing We Are Young together in Scala. You don't remember it well, but I remember that day quite well. It was one of my the best days of my life. I think we talked like one of my most fun days, you know. Which
Yeah,
is,
I would agree with that.
it's a great day. It was just an awesome fucking day, and like that's a good day for our friendship too.
Yeah,
Like looking back on it, and so I think, but I pertain music to that day. I also pertain on a lot of discussions about Antonio Brown.
Mr. Concussed over there.
Me? What? You smiled. Not that. I'm not concussed. I mean, I am concussed. I was concussed. Clearly, I'm fine. So, anyways, but yeah. So I think when we talk about nostalgia, we've kind of talked about having siblings. We've talked about our families. We talked about a bunch of different stuff. Not just today, but like on the podcast, like movies was a big,
Yeah.
even USA special. We kind of talked. You mentioned you had a vacation with your family. You know, so I think it's probably a good thing to talk about. Like, what are some? What was the first CD you remember having? Like you remember touching? That like really meant something to you.
Okay, would it be a hot take? I remember this vividly, and because it's not a music CD. It had some like songs in it, but it was my Oma gave me a like kids German for beginners guide,
Okay.
like a very kid, and it had in there like a CD to go along with the book.
Yeah.
To help me learn numbers, colors, descriptive words. And I remember, like, another fact about me is I used to fall asleep to CDs every single night.
Word.
Like, I'd have the CD player in my room, and I would just turn it on, fall asleep. And so I slept to that CD for a year and a half, 2 years straight. It was just part of my nightly routine that I would listen to it. I unfortunately lost all the German, very basic German that I learned. Like, I used to be able to count to 20, used to know all the colors, used to know all the pronouns for people, and like all this stuff. And without that CD, and like the only phrase I remember from it, and I sometimes tell my Oma, sometimes not, because she is originally from Germany,
Yeah.
and she's now an American citizen, but the one phrase that has stuck with me, Ich liebe dich, it's probably horrendously pronounced now, but it's just as simple as I love you.
Okay. Cool.
And so like that's one thing I associate with that first CD, which is not music related, but it was part of a song in there. That's why it stuck with me, is the
Yeah, I get it.
mnemonics.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a interesting take. You know, I'll tell you about my first CD that I ever got, like that I remember having. Like truly, like I remember this is my CD. So, I'm gonna throw back to 2016. 2016, I just moved to South Carolina, and I remember some of this. I don't remember all of this. But my dad was like, it was like a Saturday. My dad was like, let's go to this like little coffee shop, brewery thing in Greenville, South Carolina. There's like a little like live show that this band, I'm sure you've heard this song, we're gonna go. I said, "Oh, okay," because I'm like 12 at the time. And I want to do things with my dad. And so we went to see this, very small band at the time. They're up and coming. They're still relatively small. You have to really know alternative music. But it was Judah and the Lion, who became a kind of popular alternative rock band for a little bit. There's this album, Folk Hop and Roll, specifically like the song "Take It All Back." But I remember listening to so many other different songs. And, one song in particular, I don't even think it's on the album, was "Stockholm" by them that I really enjoyed. But anyways, at the end of the show or whatever, I remember sitting there. I had a Mexican Coke. My dad probably had like a beer or two. End of the show, there's not a lot of people, and one of the first memories I have of living in Greenville, South Carolina, is me taking a picture with the band at the time, which was quite large. It was like 5 or 6 people, and their manager talking to me, and we were all just chatting it up. And my dad's like, "This could be like the next Pearl Jam." And like, I don't think that happened, but like, it's a very core memory for me in like music enjoyment. And because of that, they ended up signing that CD, and I don't think I currently have the CD on me right now, but I believe I still have it back at home. And it's signed by all of them. And, it's just very, looking back on that now, very important. And that CD, Folk Hop and Roll by Judah and the Lion. Check it out if you haven't.
Great band. I've listened.
Yeah. Well, Joe, we've talked about that, but what's your first concert? Do you remember?
I do remember, and I was quite young.
Okay.
I actually had I don't like calling it my first concert because I didn't really have a choice in going. So I'll keep this one a little more brief. I'll give you the first concert I went to and the first one I chose to go to.
Yeah.
And so the first concert I went to I was 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a Justin Bieber concert in Memphis, Tennessee. The Belieber Tour, believe it or not. But the reason I went was my cousins were visiting, my girl cousins, who it was teenage Justin years. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, he's the cutest guy ever." And like, that was the first concert I remember going to. And I remember vividly, it was me, my mom, my dad, my older brother, younger brother didn't go, my grandma, and my 2 cousins. And we were in the literal last row of FedEx Forum. And my cousin swears by it still to this day that Justin Bieber made eye contact with her. So it's that like nostalgia / family feeling. Like, I'll listen to Justin Bieber now, not incessantly.
I was a believer back in the day.
I was too.
Back when I was a young man.
Whenever I was put under anesthesia for surgery when I was like 8 years old, there's luckily not a video of it, but I would keep singing "Baby" by Justin Bieber.
Fun. Cool, man.
And there's a full circle full circle life moment, but we don't have to get into that.
Okay.
But I'll just ignore my first concert I went to, or that I chose to go to.
Well, what is?
But instead, it's Zac Brown Band. Right after COVID.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
2022, and it was literally it was their opening day of the tour in Greenville, actually.
Nice. Cool.
So,
fuck yeah.
And I went with my mom because,
Hell yeah.
well, the story behind that is I really wanted to see Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
But he fell on the same day as prom. And my parents went to see Jimmy Buffett, and I went to prom. I'm not going to say forcefully, because it's like something you got to do. We didn't get it junior year. Or at least I didn't. I'm sure you didn't.
To prom junior year. Actually, I had a better prom
Oh.
junior year.
Yeah, they didn't let us go junior year. But I went senior year, so my parents were like, "You got to go."
I tweaked this one. I was kind of a douchebag, though.
Yeah. I finally got my full circle moment because I don't know if you know this. Ludacris is actually featured on Baby. Mm-hmm. And as I grew older and liked Fast and Furious more, I became a Ludacris fan because he introduced me to new music that I didn't
Cool.
typically listen to.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I got to listen to Ludacris live, and not at this. It's this festival, Love and Life in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But the next year, this is the 2024 shirt. It was in 2025, and I was with my dad. So kind of like full circle, from 6 years old to 21 years old. Got to sing "Baby" with my dad.
Yeah.
Both me less conscious than him because drinks were flowing, but you know.
What are you sipping on right now?
Sipping on a Tecate, no lime,
yeah.
because if you look at my fridge, it's like I'm still in college. I got my meal prep, I got my beer, and I got my diet soda.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Which, shout out, I got right here on the side too.
I got a little water.
Got that too.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
I hate that it's in a bottle, but
It's fine.
that's a different story.
We got time. We might. Yeah. Whew. Editing this is gonna be fun.
You got it.
Fuck you, Joe. Yeah, I know I got it. All right. Well, let me talk about my first concert. That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, it's not. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, my first
That's a joke, guys.
My first concert was accidental.
Wait. I'm kidding.
So my first concert was kind of accidental. I didn't think I was going to go. I didn't know this was happening. So basically what had happened was me and my dad, again, we were driving down to Charleston from Greenville. And he was like, hey, we're going to go to this concert, but don't look it up. Don't pull out your phone on this drive. I just want you to know we're going to go see somebody. You will enjoy him. But your stepmom probably wouldn't go with me, so I just said I'm going to bring you because I want to see him. So we're going to go. It was at Credit One Stadium. So I'd barely ever been to Charleston. We go to Credit One Arena. It's the night before freshman year orientation. It's like June 22nd, June 23rd of 2022. And this is where it gets interesting. So you're in Credit One, and it's like super busy, and my dad's kind of surprised. But he's like, oh, I guess this guy has a big following. So the headliner, as I learned on the way there, was this guy who's a great, like, folk country sort of. He's just an awesome, cool guy. Love the guy. Nathaniel Ratliff from the Night Sweats. He was playing Credit One. But little did we know, his opener that night was Zach Bryan. Now, I had never heard of Zach Bryan at this point. I just graduated high school. Come to find out, months later, one of my best friends, Jacob, he was also at that concert just to see Zach Bryan with his then girlfriend's family. So that night, I got to see. I basically was introduced to Zach Bryan live in person. Had no clue who the guy was. And that was my entire introduction to Zach Bryan. And now I'm like a huge Zach Bryan fan. And that'll always be like an important memory for me. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? And then like my dad was like, isn't this Zach Brown? I thought Zach Brown looked different. And I was like, no, like this is Zach Bryan. And and Nathaniel Ratliff killed it. Like it was just such a fun night. And so like I'm very grateful that was my first concert experience. Like in retrospect.
Yeah. And we were talking before the pod. I had a very similar experience getting to know Zach Bryan because this is back before the Zach Brown concert.
Yeah.
And so Christian McCaffrey, when he played for the Panthers, and he still has the foundation.
Yeah.
He runs a foundation to support veterans going through PTSD and life-threatening challenges. And I think it might just be veterans in general. I could be making that up. But that's not the important part. So he was having a charity concert to support his foundation.
Yeah.
And so I saw he was having a charity concert. I'm like, oh my gosh, Luke Bryan's going to play there. Mom, do you want to go? And then she was like, Luke Bryan, how expensive are the tickets? And this should tell you like how long ago it was.
Yeah.
The tickets were $39. And I'm like, yeah, Luke Bryan for 39? Absolutely. And it was in a less than 500 person venue. So I'm like, this is the steal of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I buy 2 tickets.
You're like, I'm a genius.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to see Luke Bryan. And then it didn't click with me until I looked like 2 days later with my mom. She was like, can you show me the tickets? Do we have actual seats? And I'm like, no, it's at the Underground in Charlotte. She's like, okay, can I see him? And I'm like, and I showed him to her. And we were both looking together. And she's like, Joe, this isn't for Luke Bryan. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, this is for someone named Zach Bryan. And I'm like, who is that? And so I was like, oh, well, better start listening to his music. And then that's how I discovered Zach Bryan, is accidentally is thinking I bought Luke Bryan tickets. It was for a good cause, so.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Kind of incredible.
I think that it's just kind of funny that we both happen to have very awkward, random, like, ways that we were introduced to the artist. Because I remember telling people, oh, yeah, I went to this guy named Zach Bryan. He's actually really good. And they're like, oh, my God. I was like, oh, shit. Like, you know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know he was a big deal, and then I was talking to one of my friends, and he's like, oh my gosh, you're seeing Zach Bryan, I'm going to the same concert. Have you listened to any of his music? And I'm like, I thought it was Luke Bryan. And they were like so disappointed.
I got you. All right, cool.
Shout out Kate and shout out Reagan.
Shout out them. All right, let's move on to maybe what's a song, maybe, Joe, that reminds you of high school?
I brought it up already. I brought up the album. It's from 2014, Forest Hill Drives.
Yeah.
No Role Models.
Good song.
Because that was the one song me, Evan, and Josh would always listen to. And, like, it has some good messaging in it. Not really, though. But, like, aspirations of being a reality star in high school, still there. But, like, you know, it just brings me straight back to being the passenger princess in Evan's car with Josh in the back. And just saying, can we throw on No Role Models? And then just vibing for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah. Fair enough. I like that.
But what about you?
For me, I mean, I don't really have a lot of friends in high school, but like I did, you know. But
Who's shocked? Just kidding, guys. Alex is great.
I know I'm great. Trust me, we're 2 hours and 1 minute into this podcast right now. I know.
It's wrapping up soon.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's not.
For me, there's a lot of songs. I think for me, back in the day, it's got to be Tomorrow by Silverchair. It's a 90s rock song. There's a lot of songs. Like I could have gone Santa Monica by Everclear. I could have gone like so many Green Day songs, so many Pearl Jam songs, so many Coldplay songs. But for me, it's Tomorrow by Silverchair, and the reason is I know you don't know that song, but it's okay. I'll play it for you after.
I know Green Day, though.
To me, it was exactly what I thought high school was going to be for a while. And it just wasn't that way, and that's okay. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot of, like, you know, I thought it was going to be a lot cooler. I thought everything was going to be a lot cooler. It just wasn't. But I remember listening to that song, just kind of, like, chilling in my bedroom. That's what I did a lot. Just a lot of chilling in my bedroom. And, it's just a good album that song's on. It's an underrated band. So, you know, it didn't come out during my high school days. It's from the 90s. But it was a big song for me at the time. So, when I look back on high school, that's what I hear. You know, so, yeah. What about,
Small answer.
maybe what's a song your parents always played for you growing up?
I can pick out a song,
I think it's hard.
but yeah, I wrote down a band and an individual person,
Okay.
which goes along the theme. I always listened to Zac Brown Band growing up. I always listened to Chicken Fried. Before we had Apple Music, we would play CDs in the car, and we had every single Zac Brown Band CD. My favorite of their albums is Jekyll and Hyde
Yeah.
because it's one of their first like experimental ones, and just like that's one that would always be on. And then another is Darius Rucker. My mom is a huge Hootie and the Blowfish fan, and Darius Rucker, you know, the lead singer, vocalist, guitar player in that.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of his individual career because Beers in Sunshine I fell in love with in college. I love Wagon Wheel. That was probably, if I had to pick a singular song, it would actually probably be Wagon Wheel more than anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's not much more story behind that. But
No, I get you. I think I gotta separate a little bit because I got like my mom and my dad. I'd say for like my mom, I got weird song, but "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses. She fucking loves that song. So every time I hear that song, I just kind of think of driving in the car with her. But I mentioned earlier with my dad, and like "Smells Like Teen Spirit" is a big one. I think a lot of like '90s rock. But my dad's pretty current. You know, I always like to joke that he listens to a lot of like alternative modern music today. And I always like to joke in the car that he listens to music that every like him and teenage girls that hate their dad can relate. Like it's a lot of Olivia Rodrigo and like Billie Eilish and like just like alternative pop.
shout out Olivia Rodrigo.
Shout out her. But for me, it was "Top of the World" by Imagine Dragons. A lot of Imagine Dragons, but especially "Top of the World." "Midnight City" was another one. And then for just bands, like I just remember hearing Coldplay all the time. But like, I'm not complaining about that at all.
Our Generation's U2.
Yeah. But like, when I think like a song particularly, maybe that they played or just anything that transports me somewhere like else, it's always going to be the song "You and I" by Michael Bublé. And I have a couple answers for this, but for "You and I," Michael Bublé, that was actually, I got to see my dad and my stepmom get married, you know, and that was their wedding song. But in the months leading up to it when I was a kid, I hated that song because I thought, oh, it's so slow. Because to me, music had to be fast, like the Black Eyed Peas and all this. And freaking, I remember "You and I" was like the bane of my existence. But now I hear it and I think, well, I'm like, that song, like my parents got married to that song. They danced to that song. My little brothers exist because, maybe not because of that song, but like they exist in retrospect. And nowadays I find it to be a very beautiful song. So when I hear it, I go, wow, like I just can't, help myself, but because it's just such a loving song. And it puts me in a very happy place nowadays compared to then, where I was like, this is the epiphany of like hell. And then another song I think that really transports me back is talking about high school, but also college. It'd be Redbone by Childish Gambino. It's because Gambino is such a big influence towards the end of high school for me. And then when I got to college, I did join a frat, and one of our big songs that we had a live band play, was he would play Redbone, and he would kill it. Shout out Colson. And shout out Just Friends back in the day. So Redbone's always managed to be a very important song to me. What about you, Joe?
I'm going to keep it a little more lighthearted because I could take that
Yeah.
in a certain way and make this like a depressive part of it.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
But this is like song that instantly transports you to a memory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not a good song at all whatsoever, but it takes me back to a very specific point.
Okay.
And so I don't know how in tune you were with Minecraft YouTubers.
Oh, God.
During like COVID and post-COVID and like freshman year of college.
Yeah.
There wasn't much going on outside. I lost sports. I lost things I cared about. Like you couldn't even go to school. Which like I do get. It was a pandemic. But one of the things that I kind of like fell back in love with and like shared with my brothers a little bit was Minecraft. And so I would watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, especially the Dream SMP. And so this song came up because I threw on my replay from 2020 and 2021, and it showed up on both. On Apple Music. We can listen to it after because it's also copyrighted.
Yeah, I know we're gonna be able to
It's
after. So
it's called War by Larry Poppins. But it is a rap roast battle between members of the Dream SMP. So that's now late Technoblade, which rest in peace. Like Tommy Innit, Dream, George Not Found, and like all the big names. And that if that song came on and I like got instantly transported to that moment where I was watching the Dream SMP on Twitch back to freshman year when I binge watched all the Dream SMP videos, which showed you how well my freshman year went. But
you had a fun
like,
freshman year.
yeah, like that's like a niche thing that I'm sure other people experienced, but I heard that I did listen to the song all the way through, and I'm like, I looked at my stats. Do you know how many times I listened to that in 2021?
How many times?
I listened to that 423 times.
Jesus Christ, Joe. That's a lot.
Yeah. And it's not a good song.
Wow. Dude.
But it just takes me right back to that memory.
Yeah, it's kind of funny in retrospect. Like we talked about it in the podcast. We just talked about it, but like, yeah, We Are Young really does bring me back into a memory too.
Yeah.
Like, it is funny. Like I think we know about music now. Literally.
I think we have gone full circle and figured out the point of music.
I think we're close. We're ready to do some further episodes. But, all right. Let's finish this off on a lightning round. I did rapid fire last time. Do you want to do rapid fire this time, or you want to do rapid fire on me? Or you want to do both ways?
We can go both. I mean, like, I don't mind doing it by myself. You got put on the hot seat last time.
I don't mind doing it, too. I think we just got to make it quick. All right?
Okay.
All right,
so,
Joe.
Okay.
What's the best guitar solo?
For Freebird.
Okay, I agree. So, Freebird. I don't disagree. It is Freebird for me. It's
okay.
Draft, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Best movie soundtrack.
I'm torn on this because I listen to a lot of movie soundtracks. I like couldn't pick one. Do I need to pick one between the three I wrote down? Tron Legacy.
All right, I'm gonna go with songs. This time I'm gonna go Mallrats. Shout out Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Best breakup song.
Now, I haven't gotten broken up with a lot in my life, believe it or not.
Because you haven't had a girlfriend.
But I'm going Sailor Song. I mentioned it earlier by Gigi Perez.
Fair enough, fair enough. For me, I'm gonna have to go with Just a Friend by Biz Markie.
We get told that a lot.
Maybe you. All right, Joe. Best karaoke song.
Okay, I kind of wrote down a joke answer. Dial Drunk.
Oh, fuck you. not a good karaoke. All right, well, what's your real answer?
Real answer, Zombies. Or Zombie.
Ooh. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Because I love hearing it more than singing it. Karaoke.
Yeah. I'm going to go Mr. Brightside. Even though I drafted Black earlier, Mr. Brightside's still one of my favorite songs. And the Killers got no love on this podcast, unfortunately, tonight. So, got to shout out that. All right? Worst song you've heard too many times?
I was going to cheap out and go the same answer that I just stated in the last segment, but I'm actually going to change it from my notes and go Bella Ciao.
Bella Ciao, okay. Really? I'm going to have to go with Worst song I've heard too many times. It's still always going to be there, Despacito. Not even that bad of
Hashtag
a song.
overhated song.
All I fucking heard.
Yeah.
All right. And one artist you'd bring back for one final album.
So I don't know what direction you took this in. I took this in as someone who has died.
Yes.
And I do not know how to pronounce this last name.
Oh, no.
Israel Kama. I'm not going to try and say it. That's his
Oh,
name. The Hawaiian guy.
The Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Because he died very young. And that song also got me through some dark times.
I'm going to say Nirvana. I mean, it might be a basic answer, but, like, the reality is Kurt Cobain passed away. And he was there. I mean, yeah, we got Foo Fighters out of it, but still. It would be either that or fucking Jeff Buckley. No, it's Jeff Buckley. It's Jeff Buckley. Jeff Buckley's my final answer for that.
Yeah.
I love Nirvana. Jeff Buckley's a dog, dude. I got no love for Jeff Buckley on the podcast today. Gotta show him.
Hey, there's just so many people we missed.
Too many people. We're
gonna do a music part 2 sometime.
I agree. Probably soon. All right, Joe. Well, I said earlier in the podcast I want to shout out some lesser-known artists, maybe some people we forgot about. So I think now's the time, Joe. You got anybody on mind?
I got Buffalo Traffic Jam, not too large yet.
Yeah.
They're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Fool's Gold, shout out, #1 song this year. I'm shouting out, also not too small anymore, Congress.
Yeah, good one.
I'm shouting out Easy Honey. And I think Evan Honer needs more love than he gets.
I don't hate that. All right, for me, and I got to say...
Oh, I got some more that just came to mind.
You're good.
Sorry.
I'm going to throw 2 real quick, and then you got... All right, for me is going to be the Bends. Check out the Bends. If you like Congress, check out the Bends. The Bends fuck is what they do. No. But they're actually really good. They're on Zach Bryan. He has a little YouTube thing. Really great band. Remind me of Pearl Jam in the best possible way. I love the Bends. So please check out the Bends. If you're seeing this, the Bends, give me free tickets for here in Charleston in November.
Give them 2. I'll make the trip down.
Give me 2, yeah. Other than that, I also like the Ocho. The Ocho's a band based out. They're from Athens because the Benz is from, if I'm not mistaken, the Benz is from LSU. The Ocho's from UGA. So there's some Georgia boys. The Ocho's pretty good. Wasted in Athens is one of my favorite songs a couple years ago. And so shout out them. It's also a lot of college rock bands. All right, Joe.
Yeah.
Who else?
All right. Shout out Magic Giant. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the alternative. One of my favorite concerts. Public, the band.
Okay.
They deserve some love. They had one famous TikTok song, but the rest of their songs are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And then kind of genre, bring back bluegrass. Listen to some Bill Monroe. Yes, I know he's from the 1930s. Bring back bluegrass.
Fair enough, dude. I got 2 more right here. I'm thinking like right off down. I've been listening to a lot of Chris Christopherson. He has passed away. Old country artist. Shout out him. Great guy. While I'm on the topic of, and he's just a great musician, great artist, wonderful, wonderful human being. May he rest in peace. While I'm on the topic of country, I'd also shout out J.R. Carroll. J.R. Carroll is a smaller artist who has worked on many albums, or not many albums, but he's collaborated with Zach Bryan again. And he's a very cool country artist. He has a lot of enjoyable songs, especially the song "Where the Red Fern Grows," or maybe it's just called Red Fern, but it's a very beautiful song. Recently, another artist that I've checked out, it's the band The Helltones. The song "I Just Want You." It's a very wonderful song. I've enjoyed it quite a bit recently, and I hope that you guys check it out. You got any other artists, Joe, or now?
Just off the top of my head, that's it.
All right, and as always...
Oh, wait, actually. Not that I've actually listened to any of her music. She graduated with us. Never met her.
Oh, yeah.
Grace Miller Moody.
Mm-hmm.
She was on The Voice. She's from Charleston. College of Charleston graduate.
Yeah.
Shout out her.
No, she used to play at one of the restaurants I work at.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice
listened to
person.
her at Share.
Yeah, very, very nice person. And
Very great vocals, too.
yeah, so good for her. I'd say check out smaller bands like the Bends. Check out the Ocho.
Yeah.
Check out Congress.
Diversify your music taste.
Diversify, please. So yeah, in Grace Miller mood.
All right, guys, I think that wraps up our episode 3 on music. Sorry if it's a little longer. Music has changed my life and has been there all throughout it. I'm sure the same for Alex. But that wraps up our 3rd episode. 4th episode next week.
Talking about soccer. Talking about the World Cup. All right, guys.
And wait, I need someone to comment a number between 1 and 29.
Nobody's kidding. Nobody's getting this.
That will determine what I wear in the next
Our
episode.
friends don't like us. Like, all right, guys. Well, thank you for coming to another episode of the Alex and Joe Don't Know podcast.
Yep.
We hope you
Be
enjoy.
sure to like, subscribe, follow if you're on TikTok or Instagram, and be sure to comment every now and then. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
I know, right? Thoughts are good.
Unless it's trashing me on my Star Wars 3 take, then keep them to yourself.
I'm okay.
Because someone left a pretty lengthy comment.
Yeah, but it wasn't trashing.
Not hating on me. Late shout out in the episode, not a band, but shout out James. I'm not going to say that last name because it would sound James M. Thank you for commenting.
Word. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. Wherever you're listening to this. Thanks for sticking it out for 2 hours, however long. Hopefully I edited it down. All right.
To a lot less.
Yeah, for real.
All right. No matter where you are, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.